This pandemic knows no borders. It has reached all countries and affected directly and indirectly every person living on this planet, which has necessitated the activation of the pivotal role played by the G20 in light of the outbreak of COVID-19 and its health, economic, and social repercussions. Our cooperation has been important more than ever. Together, we have addressed this challenge with seriousness necessitated by the responsibility to preserve human life, protect livelihoods, mitigate the ensuing damage of this pandemic, and raise readiness to face any future crises, God forbid.
Of the global pandemic, equally important is to keep our focus on fighting climate change. Climate change must be fought not in silos, but in an integrated, comprehensive, and holistic way. Inspired by our traditional ethos of living in harmony with the environment and the commitment of my government, India has adopted low carbon and climate resilient development practices. I am glad to share that India is not only meeting our Paris Agreement targets, but also exceeding them. India has taken concrete action in many areas. We have made LED light popular. This saves 38 million tons of carbon dioxide emission per year. Smoke-free kitchens have been provided to over 80 million households through our Ujjwala scheme. This is among the largest clean energy drives globally. There are efforts to eliminate single-use plastics. Our forest cover is expanding. The lion and tiger population is increasing. We aim to restore 26 million hectares of degraded land by 2030. And we are encouraging a circular economy. India is making next generation infrastructure such as metro networks, waterways, and more. In addition to convenience and efficiency, they will also contribute to a cleaner environment. We will meet our goal of 175 gigawatt of renewable energy well before the target of 2022. Now, we are taking a big step ahead by seeking to achieve 450 gigawatts by 2030. Your Majesty, Excellencies, the International Solar Alliance is among the fastest growing international organizations with 88 signatories. With plan to mobilize billions of dollars, train thousands of stakeholders, and promote research and development in renewable energy, the ISA will contribute to reducing carbon footprint. One more example is the Coalition for Disaster Resilience Infrastructure. 18 countries, including 9 from among the G20 and 4 international organizations, have already joined the coalition. CDRI has started work on increasing resilience of critical infrastructure. Infra damage during natural disaster is a subject that has not got the attention it deserves. The poorer nations are especially impacted by this. Therefore, This coalition is important. Your Majesty, Excellencies, this is the best time for further increasing research and innovation in new and sustainable technologies. We should do so with a spirit of cooperation and collaboration. The entire world can progress faster if there is a greater support of technology and finance to the developing world. Your Majesty, Excellencies, for humanity to prosper, every single individual must prosper. Rather than seeing labor as a factor of production alone, the focus must be on the human dignity of every worker. Such an approach would be the best guarantee for safeguarding our planet.
I am greatly honored to provide an update to the G20 nations on our historic efforts to protect the environment of the United States and the world. Under my administration, environmental stewardship is a sacred obligation. Over the last 4 years, we have made incredible strides to ensure that the United States has among the cleanest air and cleanest water on the planet. We invested over $38 billion in water infrastructure, including millions of dollars to prevent children from being exposed to lead in drinking water, a very serious problem. We pledged to plant 1 billion trees as our contribution to the 1 Trillion Trees Initiative. I signed the Great American Outdoors Act, the most significant investment in our national parks since Theodore Roosevelt more than a century ago. We restored public access to federal land at Bears Ears National Monument and Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. I signed Save Our Seas Act to protect our environment from foreign nations that litter our oceans with debris. Last year, the Environmental Protection Agency cleaned up more major pollution sites than any year in nearly 2 decades, and some think in the history of our country. To protect American workers, I withdrew the United States from the unfair and one-sided Paris Climate Accord, a very unfair act for the United States. The Paris Accord was not designed to save the environment. It was designed to kill the American economy. I refuse to surrender millions of American jobs and send trillions of American dollars to the world's worst polluters and environmental offenders, and that's what would have happened. Since withdrawing from the Paris Accord, the United States has reduced carbon emissions more than any nation anywhere in the world. Our air is 7% cleaner than when I took office. At the same time, we've made America energy independent. Bolstered by our historic tax and regulatory cuts, the United States is now the #1 producer of oil and natural gas in the world. American free enterprise has developed brilliant technology advances such as horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing. Through innovation, we are providing virtually unlimited power to our citizens. We are improving the environment, and we are saving the average American family $3,000 a year. Over the past 3 years, our renewable electricity capacity has also increased by more than 30%. Every day we are proving that we can protect our workers, create new jobs, and safeguard the environment without imposing crippling mandates and one-sided international agreements on our citizens. The United States and the G20 nations have a tremendous opportunity to continue to build on this incredible progress. We must preserve the majesty of God's creation. Together we can protect our environment, promote access to clean, affordable energy, and deliver a future of opportunity, prosperity, and hope for our nations all over the world. Thank you.